Hi guys, I'm Shayna. I'm here from Los Angeles Magazine. Same question for both of you. Were you large fans of the Law and Order franchise before this show was announced? And if so, which series of the franchise was your favorite? And what does it mean to you to now be carrying on that legacy of the show?
You know, I've always been a fan in general of Dick Wolf, all of his shows actually, and I was in New York for many years, and I think everyone I knew had actually done a part on Law and Order. I had auditioned, and I actually didn't get one, but my friend did. And I think, you know, when you see a television show that has maintained its quality for 2 decades, let alone, you know, to be able to sustain itself on the air, and has remained true to, you know, a city, its storytelling, its original intention. I think it's amazing to come in and be a part of it now. You know, I was extremely thrilled, and yet there was a lot of pressure because it has been done so well. So it's a real pleasure. I am a gigantic fan of. He's not here, actually, Terrence. No, I am a gigantic fan of Fred, and I was actually before the show. So he was cast before I found out I was cast. So just that was exciting in itself.
Well, are you done?
Yeah. He was almost about to start. You were going to hear music soon.
No, I exactly the same. I would just endorse everything Regina said. I mean, the only thing I would add to that is that my love of the show really stems back to a very specific period when my wife and I first emigrated to the States in '93. We came to LA. We didn't know anybody, and we would stay in the room. There was a TV in the room, and I think the first year of Law and Order was already in reruns, because it must have been because we were watching it during the day, and we watched Law and Order every day, and I remember thinking, bloody hell, this is a good show. This is really different. I'd never seen anything like it.
I'm Deanna with She Knows, and you already answered this, but I'd like to hear what your character's all about. You know, what her vibe is, what her
I'd like to know what
story
your
is.
character's all about.
I was going to ask you. I play Evelyn Price, and she is a DDA, which I actually found out the distinction. In New York, they have ADAs. Here, they have DDAs. They're all DDAs. She is. She's been described as the conscience to Morales, and I believe that, you know, she's still got a lot to learn, but very intelligent, very wise. She comes from a good family, financially successful, a rather affluent family. So her choice to be a district attorney is really from passion, as opposed to, you know, some sort of like, well, this is where she ended up.
Since you both were clearly fans, what's the biggest difference you've noticed in this Law and Order? You know.
Well, I think the biggest difference, and possibly the most obvious one, I suppose, is where it's set, and I think that will have quite a strong impact on the way the show looks, the way it feels. You know, it sounds like an obvious thing to say, but in the same way that New York became a sort of silent character, or not so silent character, became a presence in the show, I think LA will do the same thing. And because of the vast differences between the two cities, I think it's going to give the show a whole other sensation in terms of how it's going to look and so on.
Hi, I'm Frank, Entertainment Weekly. I just wanted to ask, like, what's it been like working together? You know, who gets to the set late, who's the Joker? You know, who gets there first? You know.
That's all Fred, actually. All those answers are Fred. Fred gets to set early. Fred is the Joker. I mean, like, literally, that's all Fred. It has been, honestly, I didn't know, like, I was like, what is he like? I'd seen so many of his movies, I mean, and he's so, you know, wonderful. And I had a girlfriend who became, you know, unnaturally obsessed with him in Frida, which I won't
What's
say
her phone
name.
number?
I would never. 323. No, I'm joking. No, and so, like, he's witty and charming, and just, I mean, I have to tell you, every day I'm like, but he's such a wonderful human being. But I think what I love is I learn from him, and I watch him every single day, and I'm like, oh, I can ask questions before I start. I don't have to act like I know. And I think it's been like a wonderful journey for me, and he adores me. I mean, he thinks I'm just, he but no, I do. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all that. That's very sweet.
And he is early all the time.
Yeah. But it's like any work environment. I'm loving it. That's all I can only speak for myself in that regard, really.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, so